we were given the message, तिस बाजों सच्चे मैं होर ना कोई, जिस लाए लए सो निर्मल होई, नानक नाम वसे घट अंतर, जिस देवे सो पावणया। There is no one else without you. You are the ultimate truth, and you do not have a competitor. You do not have anyone like you. And it is your grace that someone can get attached to you. It's interesting to note here, the responsibility of getting attached is not his, it is ours. He's always there. And if you want him, he would never deny you. That is not in his nature. If you are not attached, if there is no connection, direct, that you are not experiencing, if you are not experiencing the direct connection, then it isn't because he is holding it back. It is because you are not calling him. You are not looking for him. You are not seeking. And that test is also not with you. You cannot say, I am seeking. He is not listening, because that does not exist. If the connection is not getting established, then there is something wrong with your seeking. It's very important to understand. You see, when the rain comes down, rain falls on the hills, and rain falls in the valleys, and the rain falls on the plains. It falls on the hard surface, it falls on the soft surface, it falls in the sand, it falls in the water. Rain does not care what kind of a surface I am going to find when I hit the ground. It is just going to come. His grace is like the rain. It is always there. It depends on the quality of the surface, whether it absorbs the rain or it completely rejects the rain. Raindrop that falls on the hill will immediately slip. It's not the fault of the rain. It's the nature of the hill that's not holding onto the drop. So bear that in mind. His grace is there for everyone, all the time, all the season, around the world. No exception to that rule. You just have to look at the quality of yourself. Is this heart open enough and empty enough and desirous enough that it should hold that grace, that it should receive that grace. You cannot simply say, I went to the church and I prayed and sought His grace, and I lit the candles and I said so many rosaries, but He did not listen. Don't look toward Him. Look toward your own self and see what was the intention behind the prayer. What was the intention behind doing the rosaries, lighting the candles? If there is a slightest possible of something else behind your actions, He knows that. And that was the message. Tis bajo sache mein ਹੋਰ na koi. There is no one else. जिस लाए लए सो निर्मल होई. Those who receive your grace, what is the test for them? So nirmal hoi. Nirmal means in the purest possible form. Nirmal means pure. Not an iota of a doubt in it. Not an iota of other desires in it. When you are completely empty, nirmal. Those who reach that state of inner existence, those who are completely detached from the external reality, the external rewards of any kind, what happens to them? Nanak naam vasaa-ay ghat antar, jis deve so pavanaya. Then that pure word becomes as if it has become a resident in the heart. And that resident will never leave now. And if that word becomes a resident in your heart, then His grace is all yours. What will I do with that grace? What happens? That's a very common question. What happens? What is the purpose? What will I do once I achieve the highest state of consciousness? Would I need the life now? Should I not go back? Should I not end it all? I have no use for this now. So why would I stay here? A very, very myopic view of the life. After enlightenment, Buddha spent 40 years on this planet in that physical life. And all the bodily functions were working exactly the way before they were working from the moment of enlightenment. So should she have gone back and said, enough is enough, I'm done? Doesn't happen that way. Because now you have been given a responsibility. Now you want that message to spread so that others can take advantage of that also. External reality makes it possible for you to appreciate the internal reality. If Buddha had not ever lived the life of misery, dukkha, he would not appreciate what is the eternal sukha, what is the eternal bliss. Right? He was born like us, grew up like us, was educated like us, married like us, had children like us. Did everything. And at the age of 21, he had the glimpse of first misery. Not to himself, but in the outside world.